news if y'all didn't know. Whatever they be doing with that shit. I am having a baby. I just let everybody know. My first kid. So happy Mother's Day to everybody out there.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Mama.
Oh, that's the perfect segue right there. This week we definitely talking about Atlanta. The Migos are definitely known for that, mama. We talking everything from Migos to Outkast to Ti to I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, mother-in-laws, uh, anything that got to do with Atlanta. But I definitely want to check in with everyone and let y'all know how we doing this week. Y'all got my news. I got a baby on the way coming in November.
Uh,
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 you reporting live outside the Waffle House?
Yes, sir. About to get mugged. Let me see. Watch my back.
Shoot,
I'm just kidding,
goes
man.
down there.
Man, yes, sir. We
Hey,
here. Atlanta, let's go. What's good? The peaches. Where the peaches at?
where, man? I'm gonna have to hit the mute button early on tomorrow. My little my got himself a nice. It's a good Mother's Day. That's how you feeling? How you feeling,
Mother's
man?
Day.
Oh man, pretty good. Busy week, but I'm here. I made it. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Living life, bro. Everything's good.
Lou, how you feeling, man? What's good? What's good this week?
uh, man, again, let me go ahead and shout the mothers out for real. Again, happy Mother's Day again. It's another time around. Can't say it too much. We appreciate we all came from a woman. You
You
know,
are appreciated.
you know what I mean? You all appreciate it. Yes, indeed. That's mothers, grandmothers, that's adopted mothers, surrogate mothers, baby mamas, like,
Mothers.
mothers, all that. You know what I mean? So I definitely want to make sure that we spreading the love here on the potluck. Because 9 times out of 10, somebody's mama was cooking the food at the potluck or some part of it. You feel me? Uh,
Listen, which one of
making
y'all
that
think y'all make good collard greens? Cause listen, y'all might be able to throw down on the grill, everything else, but when it comes down to it, somebody's mother, somebody's mama's made the collard greens at the potluck. If they was
Hey,
real good, and you saw the ham in it, the ham hot.
my mama don't watch this show, so I can say this. I'm smacking on my mama's greens, bro. My greens are killing hers. I didn't learn it from her.
Okay, I'm not surprised. That's all right. My mama do watch the show sometimes, and she can't cook and she know it. So I'm winning that battle every time.
Happy Mother's Day to her.
Listen, them used to be some of the best Mother's Day. She wake up and I'll be making breakfast. Man, I got you. I'm cooking today.
What you down there, Bernie boy?
You know.
You
What's
got my
what's
kitchen.
one of your real quick before we get real deep into it? What's one of your favorite memories, Mother's Day memories, or
me?
buddy? Yeah, Eddie, go ahead, Lou. What's your favorite? One of your good mother. It don't even have to be Mother's Day, but just something around that kind of feeling.
So this is a good one too. Actually, one day, uh, I was a young kid, maybe school age, elementary school, might have been middle school age, and I was in class, and the teacher was like, "Hey, you checking out?" Like I didn't even know I was leaving school early. So I'm like, "Oh man, like I'm getting out of school like early, like what's going on here?" And so we ride and we get in the car. My mom like, "Hey, son," I'm like, "Mom, what's up?" I'm happy because I'm out of school first of all, and I think I ended up dozing off in the ride, and but when I woke up, my mom was like, "Hey, wake up," and she took me to the fair. So when I woke up, like I'm like, man, I'm already good because I got checked out of school, and then I dozed off in the ride, and then my mom was like, "Hey, get up," like so I'm get up, sit in my seat, I'm looking out the window, and we at the fair, and I'm like, oh, oh, like word, like crazy. So that was just my Mother's Day thing. Definitely my Mother's Day thing. Good morning.
Oh, I feel you, man. Like, what you think, Ahmad? You got anything?
I mean, not specifically, but I mean, like whenever, usually Mother's Day, I go hang out with my mom's. We go to her church. Today I didn't do that, but usually I go to her church, and then after that, we just throw down. My brother, my youngest brother, not my youngest brother, my middle brother, he'll throw down something on the grill. You know what I mean, and drink some brews, hang out. You know what I'm saying? Just good old family time. That's pretty much it, man. That's what we usually do. But not today though. But usually, every once in a while we do that.
I feel you. I guess mine would probably be. Mom's the older one. I don't have more of the newer ones because, such is life. Sometimes that happens.
Mm.
Uh, but when I was younger, I can literally, and this just goes to our episode. I can tell y'all too. I'll just go with the one. Riding down around this time of year. So my sister went to college down in Clark, Atlanta, and she started down there in 1990. So me and my mom used to just hop in the car, and my mom would like rent a car, Lincoln Town car or some, and we leave in the middle of the night and just be gunning it down to Atlanta, playing music, just singing through the middle of the night. My mom be going 100 and shit, and we get to Atlanta in the morning normally, and like I know we checked into a hotel, then we had a nice little like Mother's Day breakfast with my mom and my sister and like some other people around Atlanta. And those were just good times, man. That whole weekend, and then we came back and I left. I had this, what was it? Oh, I had a cassette tape. This group called Portrait, and they sang this song "Here We Go Again." It was an R&B joint, and I
Mm.
left it in the player, and I fell asleep on the ride home, and that joint played for about 10 hours straight back. My mom knows that song like the back of her hand. So, but that's some Atlanta shit. If you want some Atlanta shit, look up that song "Here We Go Again" by Portrait. It's a little R&B joint. But yeah, man, it's a good one. So I feel like y'all need some crunk juice or some.
I mean, let's do it, man. Let's do it. Let's do it. Matter of fact, let's get right off into this A-Town stuff right now. Because, you know, things been going on and life been happening. We didn't had to reschedule. We didn't have some moving around to do. You know, and I just thought it was brilliant idea as if we're gonna talk about the potluck. We deliver a good, strong show. We got real good opinions and good perspectives. But if we're gonna be fans of hip hop, we need to go on and just address this situation right here. And this is Southern hip hop. This is Atlanta. So for this episode, I want to tell you welcome to Atlanta because this episode right here is finna be full of it. We're finna talk everything from your Rushmore, your next generation, who's holding the torch, where's it going, where's the sound of Southern rap going, the next generation, the lyricists. And a long time ago, it was a real good show. And Andre 3000 stood up and said, the South got something to say. And I want to say this was pretty much the ushering in of them collecting the ears of listeners. Like, hey, we here.
I
The
see what
South,
you did there. The ushering in. I see what you did there.
yeah,
You
for sure.
ushering things in all this episode, huh?
I mean, you know what I mean. We finna talk culture and classics. What is the culture right now as far as Southern rap? We everything from the Waffle House to the Atlanta to the Cascade. I ain't even ever been to the Cascade, but I just know it's a famous skating rink all of a sudden. Like that's how much of an impact, or that's how much exposure I've had. Just to Atlanta through their music. And so yeah, welcome to Atlanta. Let's talk about it. Let's
Let's
do
do
it.
it. Let's do it. So, since we started it off, recent thing, got to send a RIP out to Archie, Eversole Atlanta artist. He died a couple weeks ago. Was shot and killed. Y'all remember him? We ready? That was. I know that was an anthem that still plays in stadiums to this day. So I definitely want to send a rest in peace to him. He was an Atlanta artist, a great Atlanta artist. So let's get into it. I feel like we need to just get right into the Rushmore, man, and then we can dive down from there.
Do
Who
it.
is on your ATL, your Atlanta Mount Rushmore, Atlanta, Georgia, ATL? How Mount Rushmore?
Peace up, A-Town down. You know what I mean?
Listen, Don't. This is an Atlanta episode. Don't be out here acting a fool with your Rushmore fellas. This is serious. This is serious business. My sister gonna watch this. She gonna want to know we treated Atlanta right.
Hmm. Hmm.
Lou, you look like. Look, I see you stewing. You look ready.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
man,
why,
this is
that's why y'all
yours.
need to go first, man. Y'all go ahead. Y'all go ahead, man. I want y'all to go first. If you need me to break the ice and go on and sit down and start getting into my plate first while we on the potluck, I just
Look,
just
all
got
we,
that look where I smell the greens and the ribs and I'm ready. You know what I mean?
we're gonna. I think we're gonna have to round table this.
Go ahead. Let's
We're gonna
do
have
it.
to round table this. So we're gonna start with the first. I'm gonna say Outcast on mine for first. That's my first pick. Number one.
Can't go wrong there.
That's my. We're gonna round table this. Who's your first pick? You don't have to give me your whole. Just give me your first round draft pick.
So
For
so can so can Outcast be like Otis said, can be a logo
I would
or
just, for me, Outcast is an entity. It's one entity.
Okay.
all right.
Listen. Don't play with me. Outcast is one. I see you, Lou. Lou wanted to. You want to take up all my spots on my Rushmore.
No, I mean there's four of us here, it's four faces on the Rushmore. So let's build it. So you got Outcast in one. That leaves three left.
Okay. Go ahead. Go. That's my first pick. I want somebody else go ahead with their first round pick. Otis, what you got? Otis, I'm gonna put you on the spot.
He muted.
Sorry, the Outcast logo on the first spot for me.
Yeah.
First,
They
first
hold
pick,
it down.
Outcast logo. Okay.
I'm gonna do the same, man. I can't go without Outcast.
All right.
I mean, you gotta be corny
your
as hell
first pick.
not to have them in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lou, you got the same? Who you got in your first round pick?
Of course, man. Outcast. Obviously, to be more focused or detailed, I'd say three stacks, but I mean you can't have one without the other. Just be real about it.
Yep.
Now obviously he coined the South got something to say statement. What I mean? That was him himself. So
I want to ask y'all something real quick. So we all agree on that first pick for the
Mhm.
Rushmore. If Outcast had to take up two spots on your Rushmore instead of just one, just the logo, if they had to take up two spots, do you still put them on there?
Oh, I think I would have to.
Solid. I'm with you.
I'll
I'm
put
with
at
you.
least
Bro.
I'll put at least one of them.
Which one?
Which one?
That
Yeah, you
that that's what I can't decide. I was
can't
thinking about
skip
it. I was
it.
like, I gotta be able to put both because I mean, of course, you want Dre because lyrically, the Big Boy. I mean, I think Big Boy probably more the innovator. You know what I
Mhm.
mean, and bringing stuff together. But I mean, he could rap too. I mean,
Yeah.
the stuff that he ventured off into and everything. I mean, both of them are super talented brothers, man. I can't. It's hard to leave one off. And what they mean to like hip hop, just like bringing their own like style to hip hop, and like even in that article, I didn't even think about that, but how they use their own little twang and all that kind of stuff in the music instead of trying to copy East Coast and West Coast cats. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's hard to say, man. But I would go three stacks. I like three stacks a little more, but if I had to choose one, you put a gun in my head, I would choose three stacks. But it, it's hard. You had to put a gun in my head.
Really
for sure.
separating like that. What you
You know what
think,
I
Lou?
mean? So
I mean, I feel you. I mean, I'm on that same stance too. If I could only choose one, then it would be three stacks, only because for the bulk of their work, the potency of it, you don't get one without the other.
yeah,
Whereas if I can pick Big Boy by itself, then it's possible that I can get just Big Boy stuff. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I feel like if I throw three stacks in there, that's CYA. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I
You
feel
know?
you. Hey, this ain't breaking news to none of y'all because y'all be watching and y'all know me. For years, I used to be like, Big Boy is the better rapper, hands down. Years I used to be like that. Like, I changed my mind, but look, y'all aren't even shocked. Y'all are like,
I'm
yeah,
just shaking my head,
this
man.
nigga's
I mean,
crazy.
I'm to be honest, I'm not shocked, but It's very on brand for you, bro.
The first,
We figured that on the potluck. This is what Pete brings to the potluck, right?
the first two albums. Through them first two
No,
albums, I love Big Boy way more.
Mr. Devil's Advocate, right
yeah,
here.
he is.
So I'm gonna say this though, when it comes to them two, now Big Boy, he does his thing. I ain't gonna lie. His part
He
of
gets down.
and he went in on Speaker Box for sure. He shows out on Speaker Box, Southern Playalistic. But one time I was listening to an Outkast album, and when I first was like, "Oh, 3 Stacks is a problem," it was a Criminal, Return of the Gangster.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a problem. Like, whew.
Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah.
That was an unorthodox flow, and he killed that shit.
Yeah, he tore it up.
Yeah, after that Return of the Gangster, I'm like, oh man.
That's fair. Listen.
I remember Joe Budden was talking about like some of the best rappers ever, and he threw Outkast in there, but 3 Stacks, he called him an alien. Like he's there's a few other rappers that he named too, but he's an alien, man. He's just different.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way to explain. Like you guys talk about that Return of a G. I mean, he's just different, man. The international players. I mean,
Yeah. He bodies everything like
everything he gets from he bodies. You know what I'm saying?
His approach to a verse is totally different than anybody out there.
Right.
Like I don't even know how he decides to begin his verses the way he does, but man,
Where and yeah.
Summer '88, or was it '89, or was it Winter Time? Oh, never mind.
yeah.
The whole thing, he just weaves it through the beat, through everything.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I mean, with him, you're getting that Southern, but you also you're just getting something different. He's a person that can't be duplicated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I can't leave him off if I have to, like, and not taking anything away from Big Boy, but when it comes to rapping, I mean, he's not 3 Stacks. I mean, I'm sorry, man.
Does 3 Stacks go down a notch? Thinking he was Q-Tip, the Southern Q-Tip. You know they
disrespect 3 Stacks like that. What the fuck?
I didn't say it.
You could say 3 Stack Q-Tip.
The Southern Q-Tip, as if he's trying to reach Q-Tip's level.
Hey, you're ruining the show.
They said themselves. They modeled it after a Tribe Called Quest. They thought they were like the Tribe Called Quest.
I'm gonna tell you. So let me just touch on that real quick. I like Fife more than I like Tip.
Yeah, and that's not breaking news.
Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do. Give me Fife, dog.
Yeah, all day.
The 5 foot freak. You feel me?
All day. Oh, listen. I know they modeled themselves like early on. They were like, we're Tribe Called Quest style.
But that's more like idolizing, though.
Like disgusted
Bro, man.
That's more like no. I see what he's saying, but that's more like idolizing. Like when you come in a game and somebody like Notorious, Big, he would probably tell you that he idolized Kane.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Kane from Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Like he grew up, watching, listening to Kane. So, but nobody would say that Kane is better than Biggie unless you were, part of that era. But I mean, Kane was dope, no doubt. But I think Biggie was better, but at rapping. But he idolized Kane. But it's a little different actually, because they're way better than
they're way better than
Tribe. You know what I'm saying? I can't even never mind. I can't even. I mean, all I'm gonna say, they probably idolized him. That was it. I can't.
Here's the thing: Q-Tip ain't bodying nothing like 3 Stacks.
No, hell no.
I mean, Q-Tip can't just jump on something and be like, I typed a text to a girl I used to see. You know what I'm saying? Like,
name three fire Q-Tip verses.
Right.
And they're.
If we don't have that long in the show.
I lost my wallet in El Segundo, Bonita Applebaum scenario.
You just saying they best songs, isn't
right? Exactly.
He wasn't spitting on none of that shit.
No, he wasn't.
Electric relaxation. Can I kick it?
And if you want, I got the bomb prophylactics. That's a fucking bar for you.
Oh, scenario. It was Busta Rhymes that killed that one.
But on Let Your Relaxation.
Actually, no, it was
Mesmerize.
not Busta. Not Busta, but what's the name?
Fife
Fife Dog.
Fife and Buster. Okay.
Fife had a better verse than Q on that. I mean, every verse is probably better.
I'm just the messenger. I didn't compare the two.
That's why I said Fife. Give me Fife over Tip.
Ain't no comparison. They just idolized him. That was
Fife. You take 3 stacks over Big Boy. So look, my next one though, I'm gonna do 2 in a row for the next one. I gotta get JD. He's gonna take up my second spot. And then, man, it gets tough, man. But I probably am gonna go with Luda on the third.
I thought we were roundtabling it. You fucking it
We
up.
are. But I'm gonna do. Listen, man, this is like you ever play pickup football in the yard? I used to do it in Atlanta. First pick, second and third. I'm doing my second and third. You got second and third after this.
All right.
Those are my 2. I'm gonna go JD and Luda for my next 2, and y'all know why. They just got a good track record. Luda's the first like pop star. JD got a history of making big hits and the whole 9. So those are my next 2. What you got up?
I got JD. His contribution like to the artists that he's brought out in hip hop on point. His production, like he's one of the best producers out of Atlanta, in my opinion. You know, he's very versatile. He's worked with some of the best and has delivered hits for some of the best. JD is not to be slept on, and he doesn't get the credit that he deserves. And on top of that, when it comes to rapper/producer albums, he's got one of the best. It's like, man, Knife in 1472, fucking fire. It's better than The Mind of Manny Fresh. It's so No Way Out is pretty fucking good, but I mean, it's probably comes second to No Way Out. And Diddy's producer label is pretty loose. So I'm talking about like people that have a direct hand in making these beats, not somebody that's just like throw a hi-hat there, nigga, put my name on the credit. You know what? Yeah, let's just exclude Diddy out the conversation for that. Like strictly somebody that makes the fucking beats. JD got it with Life in 1472.
And Dre.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, no, man, Dre's a tricky one. Actually. Oh man, kind of fucked me up with that. All right, yeah. Well, then Jay-Z holding his number 2 spot down pretty solid.
Hey, Otis, real quick before you go to say your number 3. Whenever I'm like, I mean, I know we make fun of my taste sometimes, my Fetty Wap and all that. But whenever I'm like, damn it, Otis, I can always think on Life in 1472 and be like, nah, that's my nigga right there. We always good on the music.
Yeah. Yo, that album was solid, man. That shit is so fire. Yeah. So fire, so slept on too. I hardly ever hear that in any kind of conversation. And you want to talk about compilation albums or rapper/producer albums? Nigga, this shit is up there. It's fucking great. Yep. And then my number 3, it's gonna be Lil Jon. Oh shit, my bad. You know the whole crunk era, bro. Like he was just killing it, man. Like Lil Jon's contribution to ATL rap, man. The homie was going to Grambling State. He told me that in Louisiana, like Lil Jon songs had to get banned from a certain club because like niggas was always fighting. You know, your songs just produce that kind of energy to, you know, like bro, he was the villain in the Kingsman, the first Kingsman movie. Like he just dropped that sound and made cats just want to start getting violent. His sound just elicits so much emotion, bro. And I said, man. To put your hood up, like I can't hear that song without wishing that I was from somebody's hood, man. That song is hard as fuck. It makes me wish I had a set to represent, bro. That song is so damn hard. Lil Jon production and the Crunk Juice album as a whole, like when it comes to like putting tracks together, putting cats together. He has some of the best posse tracks out there. Man. Yeah, you can't sleep on Lil Jon and the East Side Boys' contribution to hip hop and to, you know, keeping Atlanta and the South on the map.
Absolutely not.
Yes,
I
sir.
like that.
For sure. I mean,
Man.
to piggyback on that Lil Jon, man, it definitely make you want to run around the club. Uh, you might be cool. I'm even a cool cat, but some Lil Jon come on and I might start mean.
Yeah, like nigga, fuck you, like to a stranger.
I mean, like, we dead busters, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, but like, that whole crunk music, that whole crunk vibe, that whole squad music, like you said. Come on, man.
Yo,
We gotta have Lil Jon.
real nigga roll call gave us one of the best Ice Cube verses so late in his career.
I was about
Like,
to say, man.
man,
I was
Lil
about to
Jon
say that
brought that
same
out of
thing.
Cube.
That shit was crazy, man. Like, I won't say it resurrected Q, but it put him back on people's map a little bit.
Yeah. It reminded people, hey, yo, Cube is up there. Cube should be in your top 5. This nigga's well out of his career. He's coming off of Are We There Yet? Talk about as a real nigga, rich nigga, go get a bitch. Niggas know better. Hoes better do what I say.
Listen, man. Have y'all ever been to any Lil Jon concert? Like, did y'all go to any shows back then?
No.
I'm at the Ritz in DC. When I say the concert is like what you think it is, he had Heinekens, uh, just popping Heinekens, throwing them in the crowd, spraying them. They would, I mean, it was it was wild, man. It was like we was drinking from the rafters, fights. It wasn't like fighting, but like it was that kind of energy the whole time.
You felt like a fight was gonna break out in that crowd.
I mean, when you bust out with like, I know that nigga don't like me. Man, like, come on, man. You looking across and it be somebody you don't even know. You
See
just
that
they look at
motherfucker?
you weird. Be like, man, I'll bust a nigga head with a white meat. Like,
Yeah,
it's just how it went, man. I
yeah,
always gonna have respect and love for Lil Jon, man.
me too, man. And I think another thing with Lil Jon with me is Lovers and Friends is my joint. I don't care. Usher can sing. I'm waiting on Lil Jon's part to come on. Out of the whole slow song, I'm trying to be ratchet and get my Lil Jon.
Yeah, man.
Not a see something me.
Bro, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that was a sample until like 2 years ago. I never heard the original. Like Lovers and Friends was always Lil Jon shit. But yeah, nice solid remake right there.
Yeah, you got, whenever Lil Jon and Usher link up, it's a hit. You got Lovers and Friends.
Yep.
So definitely Lil Jon is definitely on my Rushmore too.
Yeah. Hey, if y'all want a quick, because we like to give out some gems on music. Y'all want a quick gem, and this one close to my heart. Can't Stop the Pimpin', 8 Ball and MJG featuring Lil Jon. Go check that song out. If you got some subs, whatever you got in your car, whatever you got somewhere to turn that shit up, play that song. Trust me, you'll thank me later. Ahmad, what you got? Oh, well, no, excuse me. Lou, that was your 2, right?
Yeah, that was my 2.
What was your 3rd? Sorry, I didn't mean to skip you.
My 3rd. I mean, I don't want to, I want to say Ludacris, but you already did Ludacris. So for the sake of covering more Atlanta, I'm gonna throw Tip in there because
Okay.
Ludacris is already up there. So we already got Ludacris on our Rushmore. So I got to pick somebody else, and I'm gonna throw Tip, Mr. T.I.P. uh,
Cream, Abdul-Jabbar, Talcum X.
man. But and I throw him up there because what he did was he really just ran with what he had.
Yeah.
It seemed like he came on the scene and it was the perfect time for him. Rubber Band Man, 24s, the ATL movie. He's got hits. He's got a classic, in my opinion. Urban Legend is a classic. We can debate that later if you want. He's had solid albums. He's had maybe a few shitty ones, but for the most part, when you think Atlanta, you probably think T.I. Swagger Like Us, ATL. I mean, Rubber Band Man, 24s. I mean, what you know about that? Like, you can't deny Tip in Atlanta. You know what I mean? So He's definitely on my Rushmore spot, man, for sure. Shout out to Tip Harris, just for being who he is, for Atlanta being that voice, and putting light skinned cats on the map, I guess, if you want to go.
Shamar Moore did that. We've been on the map.
He did that? Wait, who do y'all? Wait, Otis. Who do y'all chant to at the beginning? Who did that? Who put light skinned people at the beginning? Who do y'all talk to at the beginning of your meetings?
Shamar Moore.
Shamar Moore?
I'm joking, but no, the King of Soul Train, the best dancer Soul Train ever had. Yeah, bro.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh man,
Mr.
Ahmad, you on the
Put
spot,
light
man.
skin
You on the
niggas
clock.
on the map.
Give me your number 2 and your number 3 on your Atlanta Rushmore.
It's hard, man. Atlanta, props to Atlanta. They put out a lot of good artists, put a lot of great artists out, a lot of great producers, everything, man. But no matter what you put on your list, people are gonna be mad. You know what I'm saying? There's always gonna be somebody left out because Atlanta's such a great city as far as their contributions to hip hop. So I'm gonna throw in JD, just like you guys did, because I think JD's contributions, as a producer and just the artists that he's brought out, whether it's R&B or hip hop artists, I mean, he's done a lot for Atlanta hip hop.
Like you doing JD no favors by throwing him in. Like he don't deserve it.
I'm just saying, people will leave him off. There's some people who will leave JD off. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna leave JD off though. And I'm gonna go a little new school. I know you guys had Little John in there, but I'm gonna throw Future. That's my third choice. I mean, you still got Ludacris, T.I., you got Lil Jon, you got a whole bunch of cats, but I'm gonna throw Future in there because the new sound that's out right now, that's all inspired by Future. You know what I'm saying? I think his contributions to hip hop, and especially the movement right now out of Atlanta, a lot of the younger artists that are coming out, Little Baby, Gunna. I mean, that's Future, man. So I'm gonna throw him in there. But it's hard because I love Ludacris. I grew up, Ludacris, T.I. I mean, you got Jeezy. There's so many artists, man, and somebody's gonna be mad, somebody's gonna get left off, but it is what it is, man. I'm gonna throw Future in there.
Mine used to be right next to me when I used to throw on that trap music at a party. You used to throw on, hey, let's get away at a party. Your mom used to be right next to me, hanging out, talking about I'm about to go dance with somebody.
Yeah.
Hey,
let's get away.
Babies, mamas.
Listen.
But
go ahead, Ahmad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I mean, it is what it is, man. I got to throw Future in there. I mean, Lil Jon, make you want to fight. I get it. You know what I'm saying? He might be my next pick, but right now I'm just gonna throw Future because everybody else picked Lil Jon, but I'm gonna throw Future in there.
All right, well, sure. We got.
Except for you, Pete. You didn't put him. But
look, what's that?
No, you're the only one who didn't pick him.
Yeah, I didn't pick Lil Jon. We got a little differences here.
Yeah.
All right, well, shoot. This last spot, huh?
Yeah.
Listen, so
Yeah.
Somebody gonna cry in the car.
Well, if you're gonna cry in the car, you might as well make it one of these motherfuckers.
There you go. There you go.
That's my number 4 spot.
10-17.
Listen.
Was that wild?
Squad the whole night. Listen. I didn't like Gucci. 07, 08 me. Whoever tried to make me listen to Gucci got it. Actually, was it even 07? It might have been like 06. Whoever tried to make me listen to Gucci, I didn't like that shit. I was like, what's this nigga talking about? Get this bullshit out of my face. This ain't no rap. This ain't hip hop. This ain't bars. Now this nigga's on my Rushmore. I mean, I turned around on that shit. Gucci really put in the work, man. And even when I go back and I listen to his early shit, I'm like I know Ahmad said he had Feature for his third, and I considered Feature, and then when I really thought about it, I was like, if I got Feature and we really talking about Rushmore, I gotta have Gucci really before I put Future up there, because Gucci really was on that. he was talking a lot of that shit. He was doing a lot of things Future came out with later. I mean, Gucci really followed a lot of that stuff. So he's really an OG of it. So for me, I gotta go Gucci. And then like I don't know how you feel about what you feel about his bars or anything like that, but the music just got better throughout the years, and he worked on his shit, and he was heavy in the streets. So official, and for me, like in my list, if you look at it and what Atlanta is, I had to have somebody who really was like Outkast is removed. They were artists. They were removed from the streets. Atlanta got a lot of street shit, and it's still plugged in with the music. And Gucci came up through that system, so I definitely had to have somebody who could touch on that for my fourth.
Okay.
That's a strong pick, man.
Brr.
I'm sure you made a lot of people proud with that pick. So yeah, I mean that's a pretty strong pick. I wouldn't argue with that at all, man. I mean, yeah, I see how that's legit. That's legit.
Listen, it was some back and forth with me. And look, that's probably why I was fighting to make Outkast one spot, because I wanted to get Gucci in there, man. I had to show respect to Gucci. Like.
That's legit.
Oh, this who you got?
I was trying to say I had myself on mute, but I was trying to say I was always 50-50 on Gucci, but State versus Redrick Davis turned that around. After State versus Redrick Davis, I'm like, oh yeah, man, I'm a fan of this man. I fuck with this guy. But my last one, it's definitely gonna be Future. I gotta go with Future. Oh shit, man, I fucked up again.
Oh man. Oh, man.
Yeah. Future, bro.
Like,
streets. for all the reasons that Ahmad said, man, like he's just way too influential, and he's reigned, man. He has a lot of like I think we were talking about his stats in another episode. He's got so many #1 albums, so he's topped the charts plenty of times. He's accomplished a lot of things with his music. A shitload of singles that have hit. The man's accomplished, and you can't turn your nose up at that, whether you like his music or not. And I know a lot of hip hop nerds and incels and WKHH virgins. The guys, the talk yourself out of some pussy crowd. Those guys really don't like him, but they would rather listen to Nicki Minaj rap about sucking dicks than give Future a minute of attention. But man, you can't knock what this man has done at all. He's been around for a very long time. He solidified his spot. He's one of the most solid cats out of Atlanta, man. Like, killing it right now. He's keeping himself relevant after all this time, and that's not an easy accomplishment for a lot of rappers. Even the rappers that we've talked about, the cats have fallen off, and they haven't put out as many albums as Future, or it's been on as many features as Future, and stayed relevant for as long as he has. Their contributions have been great, and that's what helps solidify their legacy. But staying consistently on top, this is the man.
Yeah. Listen,
one thing about Future is he's actually related to the Dungeon family.
Meathead.
So definitely just having that connection, or coming from that environment, as we talk about Atlanta, production wise, organized noise. He's a byproduct of, like how we got 3 Stacks up there in Outkast. That's his bloodline. That's part of his tree. So it's only right that he will be creative and be innovative and move records the way he did, the way he has. So I definitely respect that pick too. It's crazy because, man, we got 1 pick left, and with Atlanta being such it's a bubble, man. Like, it's so much talent out there, so many people out there left, and I'm like, man, a part of me want to say Soulja Boy, a part of me want to say Jeezy,
Look at his face.
Part of me want to say Big Soldier. Part of me want to say Breezy.
Soldier Boy.
Man,
Bro, what he did on Lil Wayne's Trigger Finger is unforgivable. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn if he started this dance craze. God, he's so disrespectful to rap music with his songs sometimes, man.
I mean, let's be real now. Let's be real. Let's all be real right here on the Potluck. Can you not say that you never cranked that Soldier Boy in your life?
Nope.
This is on record, right? You trying to get us indicted.
You had a whole. You listen. I had. It was a time
on that bullshit, bro.
It was a time in my life where I had 4 long white tees in my closet, and I legit wore 4 long white tees during the week. Like long white tees, I had those.
I kept in my white tee too, bro, but I wasn't Superman in that hole.
But Superman in it, you ain't had one Superman moment. You ain't just bounced to the side real quick and then bounce back real quick. Man, y'all too cool for me, man. I can't.
Too light skinned for that, man.
I am though, but I don't really handle dance moves. I 2-step, so that was a little bit too much. I didn't get that groovy gene.
But here it is though, because I mean, even nowadays we got what's the man Donald Glover. You know, he's definitely a strong representative of Atlanta right now. Childish Gambino, if you know, lyrically.
He from Atlanta?
Technically, but like he was out here first. AV, what up? He was born at like, I guess when his dad was stationed at Edwards Air Force Base, but yeah, I guess he did most of his growing in Atlanta.
He's from Atlanta.
Yeah.
I just gotta, hey man, I gotta get our credit.
What crew was that? What neighborhood?
What
neighborhood was that again?
It wasn't no neighborhood, bro. It's just the desert, the California desert. He's a desert rat, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna
born a desert rat.
I'm gonna go and throw my pick in on Young Jeezy. You know, the Snowman.
You going with Jeezy?
I mean, you know, you already got Gucci. You know, so it's only right that I throw Jeezy in there too, because that's all part of that. That's all part of that trap debate.
Funny story, bro. Like,
I could go 2 Chainz too, but I mean, this is what I'm saying. It's Atlanta, man. I mean, you if you're gonna say Gucci, you can say Jeezy. You know, Jeezy obviously had the classic of all classics. You know, Thug Motivation 101, something that just rolled from front to back and back to front. I don't care if I'm listening from the last track to the first, or from the first track to the last. We talking about mixtapes. We talking about the snowman movement. We talking about how when I was in school, you couldn't wear a shirt with a snowman on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know,
I'm probably rowing this boat by myself, but I always felt that Recession is better than TM 101.
Okay.
Recession is just so fucking hard, and it was perfect for the time.
Mm-hmm.
Not to step on your toes, I'll make it real short, but I remember, bro, like I wasn't feeling Jeezy at all, and I was still stuck in that East Coast, West Coast state of mind, so I never gave Biggie any credit. So my brother-in-law, a Haitian cat, he came out here for a family reunion, and I told him about these things, how I didn't fuck with Jeezy and how I didn't fuck with Biggie. He was like, bro, you got a Best Buy? Let's go to Best Buy. We went to Best Buy, bought the Jeezy 101 album, bought Biggie's Life After Death, and a bottle of Myers rum. And this nigga sat me out in the backyard all night playing both of those albums. Bro, we just got drunk as hell. We polished off that whole bottle. And by the end of it, I don't know if it was the alcohol or if it was the music, but I was all in. Like, damn, actually, I fuck with Jeezy, dude. This is pretty damn dope.
Yeah. So, I mean, and then it's like, you know, obviously we all now know, we know, you know, the BMF background, you know, how he was associated with it, you know. Pretty much, man, like Jeezy, look, when Thug Motivation 101 came out, it was cats listening to that album every day, sun up to sundown. Like, I knew the album before I even bought it. I knew all the songs on the album before I even bought it. Like, yeah.
I just feel like Jeezy So early Jeezy, like you couldn't get in my little whip that I had. You couldn't get in there without having Jeezy playing. Like early Jeezy, but I just feel like he didn't sustain for me. Like there was just long periods of nothing going on. So that's why I can't really put him in there, and I don't feel like he like hit nobody. Like I thought about it, but I just don't feel like he like pushed nobody. Like if you look at rap right now, who's Jeezy was some Jeezy's a do I want to even put this out there? I'm gonna put this
Put
out
it
there.
out. Put it
He's
out.
kind of a poor man's Pusher. He's kind of a poor man Jay Z, a poor man Pusha T. You know, because he gave you them at his height. He was giving you them coke bars. You know, he was giving you all that, and there was some stuff in there. He gave you some other gems in there too. But like, he never like. I don't see nobody that I can look at and be like, "Yo, Jeezy influenced old boy."
Pusha T ain't never given us nothing like Crazy World. Pusha T, all he got is coke rap. At least Jeezy on Recession was talking about some other shit. You know, Jeezy or Pusha T ain't gonna never give us nothing like Don't Get Caught, Let the Dollar Suck You Laid. I done it all. Like
Yeah.
Pusha ain't gonna give us none of that shit.
No, you're right. You're right.
Jeezy, yeah, he is mainly based in coke rap, but he branches out every now and then. And when he does, man, that's some of my favorite Jeezy shit, to be honest with you.
I agree with you.
He's on songs with Kanye. I mean, let's be real now. Pusha ain't gave us a classic album. Jeezy has.
Okay. I'm just thinking like, but Pusha still, you still gonna grab a Push album?
Correct.
Are you grabbing Jeezy? Did you grab Jeezy's last album?
I listened to it. I did. I listened to it. I did. I did. I definitely did.
That was it. You listened to it,
Yeah.
but you grabbed Pusha's album. I feel like the longevity. I just feel like Jeezy had a moment, more of a moment for me, less than like longevity, like a long lasting effect on anything.
So here's my thing. Here's my thought process behind that. I'm expecting Pusha to deliver what Jeezy delivered. That's why I'm grabbing a Pusha. Jeezy's already gave me that Jeezy's already got that proven ground. He's already made that mark with me.
Okay.
I have expectations for Pusha because I know he got that in him. So yeah, I'm gonna hear that first to see if he hit that mark for me. Now Jeezy ain't got nothing to prove with me. So if he backslid on some stuff, all right, I guess I'll just throw in Trap or Die 2. I guess I'll throw in Can't Ban the Snowman. I guess I'll throw in 101. Like what Push is like, okay, if you slip on this one, you ain't got too many I can fall back on to really bring me back. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Not like Jeezy do. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
Me and G, nothing more, nothing less. Fucking Pusha ain't fucking with Jeezy.
I mean,
No, look. So look, I want to ask a real question, but I want to get everybody's last pick out the way. So you got Jeezy. Who's up? Ahmad, you up?
Yes, sir.
What's your last pick?
Man. So I got either Ludacris or Little John or T.I. or Jeezy. Those four pretty much.
don't say 21. Don't put 21 in there.
Yeah.
You also got Hitman Sammy Sam.
Also got Thugger.
But that's a good pull though. That's a good pull.
I'm gonna throw man.
Still got Young Thug, still got Lil Baby.
You know what? I'm gonna throw Little John in there, man.
Yeah.
Well, I can't throw Little Baby because that's Future. You know what I'm saying? He's a future offspring. You know what I mean?
That's next generation.
Okay.
Yeah. So like.
An offspring, but man, damn, he's a little bit of a better version. But
well, you know what I mean. I'm just saying
offspring.
like what's the name? Future has brought so much. I can't put Little Baby over him.
Mm-hmm.
Future's been on the charts for 10 years, 12 years. Didn't we have him as on our decade the 2010s Mount Rushmore. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna throw Lil Jon because lyrically I already got I got 3 stacks already,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't need Ludacris. You know what I mean? So like, but I do appreciate the stuff that Ludacris has done outside of rap. You know what I'm saying? Like venturing off into movies and everything. I mean, I think Ludacris has done a lot. You know, along with other rappers who have had came before him and have gone on to the movie scene as well. But I'm with the Lil Jon because Lil Jon, I mean, with the whole party scene, clubs, what I'm saying, I mean, Lil Jon is, he brought a lot, man. All the stuff you guys said make you want to fight, you know what I'm saying, aggressive, crunk music. I mean, I'm with the Lil Jon #4, man. And, even though I don't listen to his music, he did bring in Pitbull and a few other cats.
Hey, so
You know what I mean?
we'll talk though.
I think he's
So
did a lot.
Ahmad,
Yeah.
and then I'll go. Then Lou, and then we'll get Otis when he comes back. Give us your four. You set us off. What's your Mount Rushmore of Atlanta? Who's your? Give us your four.
We got the Outcast. We got the Outcast emblem, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's number 1. Number 2, we got JD.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah. Number 3, we got I Got Future. And then number 4, Lil Jon. I think mostly I agree with. I think 3 of those. I think we all have JD on ours, right? Just that one is kind of like toss up, but
Yeah.
we all got Outcasts. You don't have Outcasts, you corny as hell. You need to get out. You know, plain and simple. I mean, I don't care. I don't care, huh? What you say?
This ain't for you. You ain't got out there.
Yeah, you ain't got Outcasts, man. I don't know what to say to you, man. Everybody else, I think, you could interchange everybody else. In my opinion, but Outcast to me is someone that it can't be interchanged. That's just my opinion, but
Cool.
so yeah.
Look, so I have.
My 4, man.
I got Outkast for my Mount Rushmore. My 4. I got Outkast, Jermaine Dupri, Luda, and then Gucci. And that for me is solid. It spans years, spans decades, spans influence, and kind of touches every piece of Atlanta in my head. Lou, what was your 4? What's your Mount Rushmore?
I got Andre 3 Stacks, and that's just because Outkast emblem, but more specifically Andre 3 Stacks. Just because I know today, if you get a verse from 3 Stacks, it's probably going to be better than a verse you can get from Big Boy. 3 Stacks is definitely the South got something to say. That he's just that mysterious guy that we like, man, is he gonna drop something for us or not? We all want it, but I think he pretty much solid on being like, no, I'm good, I'm not getting it.
We're shocked that that's why you like him. We're shocked.
He gonna drop something or play the flute.
Yeah. Then of course I got Lil Jon.
Yo, P with the surprise haymaker.
Yeah, man. Then I got Lil Jon. Just because of crunk music, the whole crunk vibe. When I'm in a mood, like in that type of mood is necessary, and like you said, I got a lyricist already. You guys pretty good claim for JD, but Lil Jon is just, you just know, and it's shot, pop, get drunk, fight, whatever, lovers, friends, Pastor Troy, that whole kind of just class, Lil Scrappy, Pastor Troy, Lil Jon, even some of them boys from DTP, as we talk about Ludacris, Disturbing the Peace, some of that kind of branches off of crunk music, Disturbing the Peace, I-20 and them. Yeah, that whole fight movement, So
shout out to Phil Mob, by the way. Talking Atlanta, you got to shout out Phil Mob. Sick of
Yeah.
Being Lonely, that was a classic.
Yeah, Phil Mob, Yin Yang Twins, Yeah.
Pussy fought for the Yin Yang Twins.
Yeah. So what did you do for a twin and twin? Man, give me Lil Jon, give me Andre 3 Stacks, give me T.I., just for the urban legend, just for him really just exposing Atlanta and putting that target on his head, saying that he's the king of it. You know what I mean? You know, for him to go as far as to say he's the king of it, you know, and really stood on that and you know, took those bullets, you know. Even though I'm not a big fan of him now in his later days, he still, if he drops something, I'm gonna spin it. I ain't gonna lie. I listened to the Dime Trap. Wasn't bad, you know.
Trap was good. Dime Trap was good.
Yeah, Dime Trap wasn't bad. Wasn't bad. He needs to stay away from the comedy though. But stay away from the comedy, you know. But at the same time, hey man, we get it.
I disagree with that.
Stay away from the comedy, man.
No,
He needs to stay away from comedy.
No, I think he should do comedy, but you gotta start off small. You know what I'm saying? You got.
Have you seen any of his sets?
No, but comedy is stage time, man. You know what I mean? Like you can't just go straight to the big leagues. And,
He ain't got it, bro. He ain't got
it. They say he don't have comedy sets. He has comedy setbacks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I haven't really.
And he's full of himself, though. Like he ain't
gonna make it like that.
He spent 30 minutes at an open mic. Like, yeah, bro, this ain't your thing. And I've seen one of his sets. He's not funny. Like, just not funny. There's a lot of up and comers that deserve the spot more than he does.
Oh, no doubt.
You know, he just ain't got it. That ain't his thing.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, there's a difference between being a funny person in conversation and being a good comedian.
Oh, it's hard. It's hard. I did a few open mics before COVID, and it's like, you know, you get like, you know, there's some spots that give you 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like I mean, I felt like the 2 minutes, that was kind of easy. You know what I mean? Especially at a comedy club. The hard part was like trying to perform at a bar. That's hard because, like, you know, like if you ain't experienced and you like kind of like, you know, just doing this like just to like trying to get in, it's hard because people, they drink and they ain't worried about you. You know what I'm saying? And they got
talking over your shit.
Yeah, they got an open mic session. You're here trying to perform, and then you got cats that's just drinking. They at a bar watching a game or whatever. So those are hard to perform at. But he needs to cut his teeth from stuff like that and like be humble. But he's going in already saying like it ain't hard, man. He gonna struggle. You know what I mean? Especially getting these big sets. 30 minutes, that's too long for somebody who doesn't have experience. But
at an open mic, bro, like come on now.
That's too long.
You ain't even being considerate at that point. Like
30, you're supposed to get 5.
30 minutes is your own special, pretty much. He turned the open mic into a comedy special. Fuck out of here.
Because he's T.I., you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
He ain't gonna make it like that.
Right.
He full of himself. He ain't gonna make it like that. But
lastly, I got Jeezy. Can't ban the snowman. Obviously, the whole debate about who started trap music or who coined it, he's definitely in that conversation. He's giving us classic. He's giving us bars. He's giving us features. He's on Kanye stuff. He's on, you know, I mean, he ain't hard to find. You know?
Yeah. And he's getting
three stacks, Jeezy, Lil Jon, T.I.
Jeezy has given us a very special workout video too. So props to Jeezy, man. Classic.
Was that Jeezy, man? That wasn't really Jeezy.
That was Jeezy, man.
That was not Jeezy.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's not Jeezy.
What I miss?
That's not Jeezy. That's Jeezy.
That is right.
Somebody send that to me.
It's the one he like boxing doing.
Oh, that's not Jeezy.
That's real funny.
I have to see it. I'm about to look that up, man.
No, that can't be Jeezy. I saw that.
Listen. Let me let y'all in on a secret. And it's not y'all. I'm talking to y'all, everybody. Your favorite rapper don't really got fucking hands. Your favorite rapper does not have hands like that. I promise you. I'm just saying. Well, actually, let me take that back. Because I don't know who everyone's favorite rapper is. So before I write a check, my hands can't cash, your favorite rapper probably doesn't have hands.
Most likely they don't.
Most likely. Like, when we had the debate about, like, would you fight Floyd Mayweather? I always tell people, yeah, I would, like, in a street fight. And it's the same idea with, like, T.I. It's like, would you fight T.I.? Well, yeah, I would in a street fight, but that's because I weigh 70 more pounds than them. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I get my hands on you, I just outweigh you by a lot. and I can fight. So, anyway, Otis, let's get your Rushmore.
Outcast, for obvious reasons. Just too great, untouchable, unbeatable. One of the best out the South. The music in general, best albums and all that shit. Like multiple classics.
And created a classic comedy moment.
Oh yeah.
With
Lil Jon, again for obvious reasons, just pioneered the sound and held it down for a few years, just being at the top, and then his ability to transition into a completely different genre, party music basically, and electronic music after his hip hop ship sailed. Can't deny that. Lil Jon for sure.
And another classic comedy moment.
Future. Again, influence, longevity. Another one thing about Future, man, like around the time the Pluto 3D, like the re-release of the Pluto, when that came out, I was working with this Hungarian cat named Buska. You do like his English was pretty rough, but when he heard "Turn on the Lights," he's like, "Oh, I like this. This is some ratchet shit." Ratchet shit was his thing. And bro, he loved himself some Future, and every time he saw me, he'd be like, "Oh, turn on the lights." Future shit. He was influenced. He was from Hungary on him, man. Like he's just undeniable. He just got that sound that was just. And you can't turn that shit down. His sound was so undeniable that a lot of people just gravitated towards it and it started to sound like him. They picked it up, they adopted it. Some people improved on it, but man, Future is that nigga. And of course JD, he's one of the first people in Atlanta to do big things. He started off with the kids' music with Criss Cross. And Criss Cross was a huge part of my life. Made my childhood fantastic, bro. Like he gave me an excuse to look stupid with backwards clothes and stuff like that. His contributions to R&B, like shit, made my middle school and high school years great. Man, like JD is that dude, man, and he's not to be slept on too. That's my Rushmore.
I like it, man. I like it. We got everybody's Rushmore in there, man. Listen.
In the spirit of Mother's Day, we'll just go ahead and say, Mama told me not to sell work. Mama, 17, 5, same color t-shirt, white. Y'all fellas, enjoy your day. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. We'll talk soon this week. We know hip hop, potluck. All the people listening, thank you for your time. Peace out.
Appreciate y'all.
All right, y'all. I'll catch y'all. Peace out.
Be safe.
Yes, sir.
Right on.
How much time you got, Ahmad? What's work? You say you got to roll?
Yeah, man. My family left me.
Oh man, yeah. Don't get in no trouble.
They went to my mother-in-law's house. It was like 7 minutes away, so I'm gonna drive over there.
We're gonna go to the fam for the Mother's Day festivity.
Yes, sir. So this one goes out to all the baby mamas, baby mamas. Happy Mother's Day, ladies. You know what I'm saying? Atlanta version. You know what I'm saying? Peace out.
Love that.
Peace out. I'll see you guys.
Yeah, bro.
All right.
Waffle House.
DKO.
Yes, sir.